Good morning. So, projection of lines. So, what is a line? So, generally, a line is defined as, say, for example, which has the endless. So, endless points. So, on both sides, it has endless points. Say, for example, this side it can go anyway. So, it can have infinite number of points on it. It can have infinite number of points on it. So if I say mention this is AB, so AB is a line which has endless. What is a line segment? So some portion of the line will be taken. Line segment has endpoints. Line segment has endpoints. You might have the endpoints. Say for example, this is a endpoint A and here it is a endpoint B. So this is called line segment. So lines, whatever from now onwards, whenever I say the line, it is I'm talking about the line segment. I'm talking about the line segment, not about the line, not about the line. So line segment which has the two endpoints. Of course, it has an infinite number of points on its line, but I'm talking about only the endpoints of this line. Endpoints of this line in sense it is A and it has B. So when a projection of line, if I'm talking about, so till now we discussed the projection of point. So point is just the dot, and we have taken the projection of these points A, B, C, D in the different quadrants. And in the projection of lines, we'll be taking only in first quadrant. So we are going to study from now onwards only the first quadrant, only the first quadrant. We are not studying the second, third, and fourth quadrants. Okay. From now onwards, we are studying only the first quadrant. Right. Okay. So now, when I say the line has two endpoints, means it's nothing but it's a projection of points only. But here the 2 points come into the picture. Here, 2 points come into the picture. So if I take a line AB, if I take a line, so when I am talking about a projection of line, when I'm talking a projection of line, what does it mean? Projection of point, we have discussed that a point is located in a quadrant and then it is projected onto the planes of projection, and we are obtained the views. We are obtained the similarly, projection of line in the sense we are going to project this line onto the projection. I mean, planes of projection. We are going to project. We are going to project this line onto the planes of projection, onto the planes of projection. What are the planes of projection which I have discussed in the last class? Those are nothing but vertical plane and as well as horizontal plane and right profile plane. But stay in the projection of lines, we are going to discuss only these two planes, that is vertical plane and horizontal plane. Means when the line is placed in the first quadrant, and that the rays of projection is falls on the object and it is projected onto the vertical plane of projection. So that we can obtain a views. So generally the front view is obtained vertical plane and the top view is obtained on the horizontal plane. So now we'll come to the location of line. As we told that the location of line is going to be placed in the first quadrant only. We are discussing only in the first quadrant. And the when I say this line can be have different positions, location of this line can have different positions in the first quadrant. What I mean to say is, say for example, here I have taken a plane. I have taken a plane of projection like this. So I am taking first quadrant here. So I'm taking first quadrant. This is a 3D view which is for your visualization. So I have drawn a vertical plane and horizontal plane. So this is the horizontal plane. So this location of line, when it is kept, see this line can be have different orientation. Say for example, if I have drawn a line, if I drawn a line like this, say for example, this is a line. Say this is a line. I have taken a line here, right? So it has the endpoints A and as well as endpoint B. So when the distance, the position of this A, say for example, the position of this A, see when you are going to designate our location of this point with respect to the first quadrant, with respect to the first quadrant A, how you are going to say A is located above HP and as well as in front of VP, above HP and as well as in front of VP. So this way we are going to locate the point in the first quadrant. Similarly, B is also we can designate that above HP and in front of VP, in front of VP. See, when I'm saying like this, the point A, if it is having the both points A and B both are at the same distance from HP, that is horizontal plane. If it is at same distance, say X centimeter, I'm talking about the point A above HB distance and the point B above HB distance. Both are lying at the same distances. See, above HB distance of A, above HB distance of B, both are at X centimeters, means this distance and this distance both are equal. Both are equal. And the top view which are going to obtain is A, it is A, and as well as this is going to be B. And similarly, if I have the in front of VB distance is also same, if I have the in front of VB distance is also same, then I can take this as a Y and this as a Y. Both are having at the same distances, say Y centimeter. So from the vertical plane, it is at the same distance. From the point is also at the same distance. So what does it mean? Says the line is having same distance from the vertical plane as well as same distance from the horizontal plane. So then the position of this line is said to be horizontal to the both the planes, horizontal to the both vertical plane and horizontal plane.
Parallel to vertical plane.
Yeah, so we can say parallel to both the vertical plane and horizontal plane. So it means that this is horizontal. So horizontal to the horizontal plane and horizontal to the vertical plane. So we can say parallel to both the vertical plane and as well as horizontal plane. Okay. So we can say it is parallel to both the planes. We can say it is parallel to both the planes. So when we are going to say this is parallel to both the planes, when the line having the endpoints at the same distances from the planes of projections. So these endpoints A and B both are having at the same distance from the horizontal plane, and also these endpoints A and B are at the same distance from the vertical plane also. So when in that situation, this line AB is said to be parallel to both planes, parallel to both HP and as well as vertical plane. This is very important point. So this is the one with respect to the position of these points. I can say the location of the line. The location of the line can be said as it is parallel to both the reference planes. Parallel to both the reference planes. So reference planes is nothing but what? Reference planes are nothing but vertical plane and as well as horizontal plane. We can call it as reference planes. So the line is parallel to both the HP and VP. When it is said to be both HP and VP, when the two endpoints of the line is having the same distances from the reference planes, having the same distance from the reference planes, means from vertical plane and as well as from the horizontal plane. Of course, x and y may be vary, or x is equal to y, or x is equal to x is greater than y, or x is less than y also. That doesn't matter. But the distance of these endpoints from the same reference plane, it should be equal. That is, the endpoint A is at a distance of x, and the endpoint B is also at a distance of x. So AB is horizontal to the horizontal plane. When both are same distances, AB is horizontal to the horizontal plane. Similarly, AB from in front of the VP distance is y, and in front of the VP distance is y. So then both are, I mean, endpoints A and B are both are at same distance from the vertical plane. So it means that AB is horizontal to the vertical plane. So AB is horizontal to the both the planes, reference plane, or we can say parallel to the both the reference plane. The line is parallel to the both HP and VP. See, now we have shown the projections also. We have shown the projections also. The front view of the line we can see here. The front view of the line we can see here, right? So this is what A dash B dash is like this, and AB is like this. So this is what we can say projection of line. If I want to write, that is point A. So line joining from A dash to A, line joining from A dash to A, and B dash to B. This shows the projection of point A and projection of point B. So if I draw in 2D, if I draw, this is the visualization of your line. This is the visualization of line when it is kept parallel to both the planes, how the projections you are going to obtain. So this is the line of intersection X and Y. So I'll draw XY line. I draw XY line. This is VP HP. And now see the point A, I mean A dash is at X distance. So from anywhere you just locate a point and locate the A dash, locate the A dash. Similarly, you can draw the A point. Say this is the A point. Okay. Then we are going to have the length of the line, that is AB. We may give the length of the line AB is equal to, say for example, 60 mm. AB is 60 mm. It means that from A dash to B dash, A dash to B dash is equal to the 60 mm. See here, I'm drawing A dash to B dash, which is horizontal to the XY line. So no need to represent the dot at the end points. No need to represent the dot at the end points here. Just for your understanding, I'm showing here. So no need to represent the dot here. Okay, directly you can show the line. Similarly, the top view is also, the top view also can be shown as like this. So which is of course 60. Now the line joining B dash and B, the line joining B dash and B, of course it is going to be. So this is the top view and this is the front view. So top view of the line AB. So here the line, the projection of this line only should be thick. So here if you look at the what and all things should be, see here this is called projection line. So these are called projection line. Okay, so these are called projection lines. It should be thin, and these are called projection line, of course. So it should be thin, and the views should be thick, and the views should be thick. These are called views. Views means this is called front view, and this is called as top view. This is called as top view. So front view and top view. So this is front view with short letter, and then top view C. And here AB is equal to 60 mm. AB is equal to 60 mm. So this is the, even the projection. See here, we have to learn one more terminology, that is called true length. We need to learn what is meant by true length. Suppose when the line of projection, when the line of projection, that is projection of AB line, projection of AB line on the plane of projection, and the plane of projection is equal, mean the length of this projection, the length of the projection. So this length of projection, so this length of projection is equal to length of AB, is equal to the length of AB. Then this represents, this line A dash B dash represents true length. We can call it as true length. Means it is the length of the line equal to the projection line is equal to the length of the actual line. This is the actual line. This is called A dash B dash are called projection lines. This is called projection of line AB. Projection of line AB on vertical plane. It is very clear that A dash B dash is a projection of line AB on vertical plane. Similar to that, AB is a projection of line. It is not the line, it is a projection of line AB on which plane? On horizontal plane. So these are called A dash B dash is different and AB is different. So then AB, capital AB represents the actual line. Capital AB represents the actual line, and A dash B dash represents the projection of line on the vertical plane, and AB represents the projection of line on the HP. So here, this one is called as front view, means A dash B dash is called as, which is projected on the vertical plane is called as a front view. And what is projected on the horizontal plane is called as a top view. So this is called as top view and this is called as front view. So when the front view length is equal to the actual line length, then that length is called as true length. That length is called as true length. So this is true length of the line. We can say this is true length of the line. True length of the line. Is it clear now? Similarly, even AB is also true length of the line. AB is also true length of the line. Similarly, if location is changed, say for example, I have changed my location of the line now. So I'll take the same quadrants, say first quadrant. Okay, so this is your vertical plane and say it is a horizontal plane. Right, so this is vertical plane and horizontal plane. Now what I'm doing is I am keeping a line AB, say I'll be taking a line AB, a line AB here. Right. So this is the point AB and this is the point B. Now if you look at the distance of this point A and point B from the horizontal plane, say for example, this is the point where it is projected onto the, say this is X, and the length of this is going to be X, and the length of the B point is not at the same distance, right? So what we do is, this one is a I'll give as Y distance, means X and Y. It has two different distance. So when you visualize this, and also if I get the distance from this vertical plane, say for example, I have drawn like this, and I have drawn like this, and I'll be giving this is, say for example, the distance x1, and this is also x1. What does it mean? The point A is, say, and point B, both are at the same distance from the vertical plane. The point A and point B both are at same distance from the vertical plane. So what I mean to say is here like this. So this is the projection of this line AB. This is the projection of line AB on the vertical plane. So if you look at here, so as I told that the point A is in front of AB distance is x1. The point B in front of VP distance is also x1. Means both the points A and B are at the same distance from vertical plane. Means it is horizontal or it is parallel to the vertical plane. When you say when the distances are same, we can say that both points are parallel. I mean the line as parallel to vertical plane. So now I'll be naming as A dash and B dash. Now let me know what is the length of the projection A dash B dash. What is the length of projection of A dash B dash? Length of A dash B dash line means how much it is going to be? It is equivalent to length of AB. What does it mean? As we told in the just now, that is we can call it as true length. That's it. So it is a true length. So this is the true length. But what about the top view here? Because when the point A is projected onto the horizontal plane, with this is x distance and this is y distance, the AB is inclined to the horizontal plane. We can say AB, line AB is parallel to the vertical plane, but it is inclined. It is inclined to which plane? Horizontal plane. It is inclined to horizontal plane because A and B are not at the same distance, nor at the both are not having at the same distance, because this is X and this is Y. So when you draw the projection, but it is parallel. This is it shows a line. It shows a line. Of course, it shows a line. It shows a line. Say if I join these projections, which I can call it as a small letter A and small b. Okay. So now what is this length of AB? So AB is, we can call it as length of the projection AB, but is equal to the is it equal to the length of the AB? No, because it is not equal to the length of AB. So it is not equal to the length of AB. But with relation to the AB, how we can say? But it is less than the length of AB. Yes or no? It is less than the length of AB. So when I say less than the length of the AB, which is not equal to the true length, that length is called as apparent length. That length is called as apparent length. So these wordings I'll be keep using, true length and apparent length. I'll be keep using throughout this projection of line as well as throughout the engineering graphic classes. I'll be using these two terminology. One is the true length of the line and what is the apparent length of the line. Okay, so now you got the difference between what is the true length and what is the apparent length. So the line joining the projection, if I join from A dash like this, and of course like this, and from B dash to, and this is 3D visualization. Okay, so if you want to draw the line projection here, and of course I can measure here. What I can measure here? So if I just draw a horizontal line to the horizontal plane or parallel to the horizontal plane, and this shows some inclination, that will represent even in the projection also. So this is the angle which I can represent. Okay, so that I'll visualize you in a 2D environment. So how it looks like in 2D environment. So the same I'll just draw here. Okay, so this is the XY line. This is XY line, and of course VP and HP, because it is first quadrant, and I'm representing some A dash. The point A dash is also given, so I'll represent like this, A dash, and of course the B dash, sorry, A dash and A. Now the front view, as I told that when the line is inclined to HP, line is inclined to HP, I can say this location of line. Line is inclined to HP and parallel to VP. So this is very important. When the line is inclined to HP and parallel to VP, So how this line, as I told that it is a line is inclined, means it is a true line is inclined, of course. Then I can draw the B dash point. The B dash point is also located with a given angle. The angle is given because I'm mentioning this here line is inclined, and I'm mentioning line is inclined. So line inclination is given. So I have given the line inclination. Say for example, this is theta. So theta is called as true inclination of the line. True inclination of the line. So true inclination with what plane? It is a true inclination with HP. True inclination with HP. So these namings are very important. True inclination with HP. So theta is given. So this is the point B dash. Say for example, this is the point B dash. Okay. Now from B dash we are going to project downward. So this is the B point, because we know that it is parallel to VP. So the projection of this line is going to be parallel. So this is the line. Okay, I can name it as this as A and this as B, this as A dash and this as B dash. Seeing the difference what I have drawn from the previous 2D two-dimensional line projection of line and this one. So earlier I have drawn XY and say just I'm drawing rough diagram here. So this is A dash B dash and this is AB. So see here the front view and as well as the top view both are parallel to XY line in this case when the line is inclined to when the line is parallel to both the planes. So this is the second position of line. I mean, the line can be placed in a different orientation in the first quadrant. The line can be placed in a different orientation in the first quadrant. So first one I kept as parallel to both vertical plane and as well as horizontal plane. Then I have got this kind of projection. Now, as second position of the line, I have kept that line is inclined to the horizontal plane. Line is inclined to the horizontal plane, but parallel to the vertical plane. But parallel to the vertical plane. See here, line is inclined to horizontal plane and parallel to vertical plane. When it is parallel to vertical plane, when it is parallel to vertical plane, the top view is parallel to the XY line. The top will be parallel to the XY line. So this is the projection of line when the line is inclined to HP and parallel to VP. So what is the length of A dash B dash here? The length of A dash B dash is equal to the true length. Why? Because it is from the vertical plane. From the vertical plane, the distance from the vertical plane, the distance is going to be same. So we are going to get, see if you look at the three-dimensional visualization, A dash B dash represents the true length. See here, because this distance and this distance is same. So whatever the length of A dash B dash is equal to the length of the AB. That is why it is called as true length. That is why it is called as true length. So that's what we have represented here. That's what we have represented here. Okay, now coming to the second one, that is AB. AB is called as here, very importantly, apparent length. AB is called as apparent length, right? And theta is called as true inclination, with horizontal plane. So these are the three important points which you need to read from this projection of line when it is inclined to HP and parallel to vertical plane. Now coming to the one more with the same different orientation of the line, I can keep say for example line is
Excuse me, sir.
yes, tell me.
So how to draw if you consider RPP, how will you draw for the case 2, sir?
Case 2, this one, huh?
Yeah,
For
if
the
you consider
line, huh?
RPP.
Okay, see here, if I consider RPP for this, okay, right profile plane, and this will be projected onto this will be projected onto this. So how it looks like? It looks like a, see here, so this is the B double dash and this is going to be A double dash. It is vertical. So how to draw this in the RPP is here. See, I'm going to draw the left side view. By taking the x1 y1 line. Of course, I have given, say for example, I have given the distance x1 y1 distance. If is given x1 y1 distance is given, okay, from RPP distance is given, then so what you do is what we are doing in the previous classes. We are doing that, draw the 45 degrees line, and project this point onto the, because this A projection is also and B projection coinciding, both are coming as a single point and this will be projected upward. Now from the A dash we need to draw to get the A double dash. What you do, from here we are going to project and this one is projected upward, both will intersect at this point and this point is said to be A double dash. Similarly, and the same line is extended upward to get the B dash and B double dash. So if I project this line, So both are intersecting at this particular point. So this is going to be B double dash, and join these two line, I mean just these 2 points, I'll be getting A dash B dash. Okay, now you got it?
Yes, sir.
So what if no,
Yeah. Come on.
no, I understood. I understood. So the 45-degree line, it should be thin line.
Yes, thin line. All these constructions. See, I have drawn only this A double dash, B double dash line, A dash, B dash line, and AB line. Only I have drawn thick. Remaining what I have shown here, very thin. And of course, XY line should be a little bit thicker than the projection line. That is whatever I have shown thin lines.
In projection of points also should be like this itself, sir.
Yes, yes. Only point. The dot should be thick. Remaining all should be thin.
Okay.
The labeling is thick, right?
Yes, yes.
Labeling.
Labeling thick, of course. You need to represent the visible. It should be visible. X, Y.
Labeling should be thick, but the projections have to be the XY line.
XY line should be a little bit thicker than the projection line. Okay.
Okay.
So this is called projection line. A dash, the line joining the A dash and A is called as projection line. The line joining B dash and B is called as projection line. And whatever you use for construction, this 45 degrees is construction line, and this is a projection line from AB onto the 45 degrees line. This is also called as projection line, and this is also called projection line to get the A double dash and B double dash. 45 degrees line is called as construction line. Okay. And XY line is also construction line. Okay. Right. So these lines should be, construction lines and projection lines should be very thin. Okay. Except XY line should be a little bit thicker than the thin lines. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Clear? Yeah. Right. So we are discussing about the third way of locating the line. Say for example, line is inclined to vertical plane but horizontal to or parallel. I can say, okay, I can say parallel. Both are same, but parallel to horizontal plane. So in the previous, it is reverse, means line is inclined to horizontal plane but parallel to vertical plane. Now the line is inclined to vertical plane but it is parallel to horizontal plane. So that I will show you how in 3D it can be visualized. Right. So here the point A is located now. Now I am showing here the line is inclined to both the planes in sense, vertical plane in sense, but it is parallel to HP, means this distance of X. Okay, I'll show you. Yeah. I locate the point B here. Okay, I'll locate the point B here. The line joining here is going to be this one. This is the line joining. Okay, so this is point B and this is point A, and of course if I locate this point A from the horizontal plane and the point B is also from the horizontal plane, if I take, so both are at the same distance. But when you take from, this is say for example X and this is say for example X, and from the vertical plane, this point A and then this point B, suppose like this. Okay, so this A and B are at different distances. Say for example this is Y and this is going to be some Y1. Okay, this is going to be Y1. So if I have given the distances, this is Y and this is Y1 and this is say X and this is also X. So what does it mean? It has some inclination. This is the actual when it is parallel to both the planes, and this is a little bit angle is there, so that angle I'm representing as pi here. Okay, now you join these projections. Now you join this projection. Say this is the point A, I mean A dash, and this is going to be B dash, and here it is going to be A, and this is going to be B. Now I join here, I'll join the AB here, and here which one represents the true length in this case? Is it
AB,
AB?
small AB.
Yeah, exactly. Small AB represents the true length. Very good. AB represents the true length because it is parallel to the horizontal plane. It is parallel to the horizontal plane. So that is why if the endpoints both are at the same distance from the horizontal plane. So the view which is obtained on the horizontal plane will be the true length. Okay. So when the AB line is, I mean the endpoints of the line AB is at same distance from the horizontal plane, while viewing from the top, that is the view which is obtained on the horizontal plane, represents the true length of that particular line, represents the true length of that particular line. So AB represents true length. AB represents true length. Coming to this, A dash B dash will form a straight line which is parallel to the XY line. Will form a straight line which is parallel to the XY line. XY line is nothing but it is a intersection of the vertical plane and as well as the horizontal plane. Now if you look at A dash B dash is equal to the true length line? No. It represents what?
Apparent length.
Apparent length. Yes, apparent length. So this represents the apparent length because apparent length in the sense it is which is less than the original length. So because it is inclined to the vertical plane, that is why the length of the line will become shorter than the original length. If it is parallel, it is equal. If it is inclined, then it is less than the actual length. Same way, if this pi is called as true inclination with VP. True inclination with VP means vertical plane. And that also can be represented on the top view with like this. Now see, while drawing this in the 2D environment, so I'll just show you how it can be drawn. Right. So I can draw XY line. Then VP HP, of course. I can naming and all can be written as thick. Okay, XY. And VPHP, this and all very must. Okay, this and all very must. Now I can locate, see the point A point, first A dash and A. First A, I mean position of point A will be given anyhow. The position of point A will be given. So say for example, this is A dash and this is A. Now first what you have to do is we should not construct the apparent length. We should go with the true length where and all true length is given. That has to be drawn first. So what we do is you go by giving the pi is given, so the length of the pi is given, I mean angle of the true inclination of the vertical plane is given, which is equal to say for example 30 degrees or 45 degrees, whatever it is. So go by construction of 30 degrees line, say for example. Now locate with the true length is also given, the true length is also of the line is given. So we need to construct this first. So I have got the B here. I got the say B here. Okay. So this is the true length of the line, which is, and also this is the true inclination which I have shown as pi. Right. Now we need to obtain the projection of this point B to get the front view. So project this point B upward and get this A dash horizontal. From the A dash you draw a horizontal line, and this point will give you B dash. So we don't know the actual apparent length of the A dash B dash. So A dash B dash length will not be given. That we need to obtain by doing this construction. So what I did, first I drawn the projection of point A, that is A dash and A. Afterwards, I have located the angle pi, which is given as true inclination with the vertical plane. On that pi line, I mean on the inclination line of AP, I have taken the true length which is mentioned in the question, so that I can locate this B point with the true length. So once you got the B point, from the B, you need to project upward, so that you'll get the B dash. So now I got the apparent length of this A dash, B dash, or front view, apparent length of the front view. So this is what we can say apparent length of the front view, and this is called as true length of the top view, right? So now this is the till now we discussed when the line is parallel to both the planes, when the line is inclined to vertical plane. See here, the line is inclined to vertical plane, true inclination is above the xy line, okay, and it is in the front view I have represented, and here it is exactly reverse of that, because it is inclined to vertical plane now and parallel to the horizontal plane, So you need to visualize in this 3D environment and then go by drawing in the 2D environment. So now one more location of line can be also told. Say for example, a line is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. So this is the line how I can draw is in a 3D environment. So to understand better here, okay, so the line is parallel to HP. So a line is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. So this is the line I have drawn AB, and the projection of this point from the horizontal plane, it is set distance of x, and of course and the B is also at the same distance from the horizontal plane. So here the A and B both are at the same distance. So this is going to be A and this is going to be. And if you project this line onto the vertical plane, A and B, both projections will be having same at one point. That is, B and A coincides when it is perpendicular to the vertical plane. A and B coincides. So as the observer is here, so first point which is visible, that has to be written first, that is B dash, and then comma A dash, because B dash comma A dash, why I'm writing in the sense the same point will represent two endpoints of that line. This projection of point, the projection of this AB line represents as a point. It's a point view. It is a point view of this. So this point represents both B dash comma A dash, and this is going to be A and this is going to be B. So this is the projection of this AB, and if I draw the projection line joining A dash and A and B dash and B, it lies on the same line. So how it looks like? So AB, the top view looks like a perpendicular to the reference line XY. See, it will be looks like this. Looks like this. This is B and this is A. And similarly, if I project this to get the point A dash and B dash, because we have given the x distance, locate at x distance, and name this as a point view, which is B dash comma A dash. So this is VP and HP XY. So this is very simple. When the line is parallel to HP and perpendicular to the VP. So here, if the same concept, if I say here, see here, the same pi, if pi is equal to 90 degrees, so it means that the pi is becoming, this AB line is rotated in such a way that it becomes perpendicular to the vertical plane. Then the top is a perpendicular line to the XY line, and it represents, because the length is A dash B dash, length is going to be reduces as it is rotating. As the angle is increasing, and the angle is increasing, the AB line is going to become vertical to the vertical plane. So that represents this. This is going to keep reducing. This is going to be keep reducing, and the B dash is coincide with the A dash. B dash is coincide with the A dash. So that is why when the line is perpendicular to vertical plane and it is parallel to horizontal plane, I'm going to get like this. Okay. And one more also we can say from this, a line is parallel to VP, and perpendicular to HP. So how it looks like? It looks in 3D environment. 3D, we can visualize this location of the line when it is in this 5th position of the line, right? Like this, and so just I'm drawing 3D environment. Now I'm locating a line which is parallel to vertical plane and perpendicular to the horizontal plane. So this is the line I'm mentioning here, A and B, say. So the distance from the vertical plane of this point A, the point A, okay. So I'll show you here. Right. So I'll project this point A onto this vertical plane. Similarly, onto the vertical plane. Both are at the same distance. Now, while viewing from the point top view of this particular line, so AB coincides, and it will project onto this horizontal plane, and it will be represented as a point view. Both A and B coincides. So which is visible first? A is visible first. So that is why A comma B, and also it should be represented in bracket because B is not visible. When it is not visible, it should be represented in brackets. So now this A dash and B dash we can show like this, means it is perpendicular to the XY line, and the projection line joining this one, so we can project like this and then join this. So you can draw in 2D environment the same projection, that is XY and VP HP. Okay. So we can look at the line first. That is wherever the true length is there, that we are going to represent. That is this one, A dash, and this one is going to be B dash. And the projection of this point is, say, somewhere here. Okay, just if I give the in front of VP distance, I can represent. Okay, it's not an issue. So this is represents A comma B, and this represents A dash, and this represents B dash. Of course, the dimension of these lines also very, very important. You need to represent the dimensions as well. How to represent the dimension in the sense? I'll go with the beginning of this. That is the line inclined to, see here. Yeah, so I'll come here. Okay. Right. So here, what we need to represent here, so this one from A dash, you need to project perpendicular to this A dash B dash line. See, like this. What I'm doing is here, very important. Look at here. So I'm from the A dash, I'm drawing a line perpendicular to this A dash B dash line. And from the B dash also you need to draw a perpendicular. And now you have to draw a horizontal line. Now draw horizontal line to represent the length of this. And say, for example, it is say 30 mm or 60 mm, whatever it is. And also if the point A designation is given, so here we need to represent the dimension like this. Say this is 20 mm, say like that. And also if I given this as 30, then we need to represent this also, we need to represent 30 like this.
So the dimension lines are thick, right?
Which one? Dimension line is also thin.
Thin.
Dimension line also should be thin. Okay. And the dimension should be represented like this. You need to project from the point. See here, this is the point. So from here, I have projected like this, right? And also you need to project like this to where we are going to represent, because from the XY line we are going to represent, this one is going to be drawn like this. And similarly this way, and similarly this one. This one is also from A dash you draw perpendicular to the A dash B dash line, and from B dash you draw perpendicular to the A dash B dash line, and then draw horizontal to the A dash B dash line and represent the dimension in this form. Okay, that is very important. And of course, angle you need to represent theta if it is given. Theta is equal to 30 degrees. If it is given, they have to represent like this. Or just 30 degrees also you can represent. No need to theta is equal to 30 degrees. No need to represent this theta is equal to 30 degrees. Just 30 degrees also acceptable. Okay. Right. Next, coming to this second position is also we have to project in the same way. See here, from A we need to drop down here like this. From B we need to drop down like this, and then draw a line parallel to this. Okay, parallel to the AB line. Okay, I'm not able to draw here. Okay, right. Okay, parallel to, and then above this line say 30 mm. Above this line, see how I'm representing. As the viewer is viewing in this direction, the dimension should be above line. The dimension should be above the line. Okay, and similarly the A dash location will be given. So A dash location will be given. So this is 10 mm. Say for example, it has to touch this XY line. Okay, and similarly from A, of course, in front of VP distance is also given. So that distance also to be represented, and this is a 25 like this. See the writing of number is also not, I'm not writing like this 25, I'm writing like this 25. Okay, so 10 is also, it is in the vertical direction, not in the horizontal 10 like this. So that is very, very important in dimension representation. Okay, so this is also,
Sir, in this
yeah,
line is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. A dash should be in brackets, right?
exactly, that's what, which is not visible, that has to be represented as the bracket. That's what we told, right? Yes, correct, you're right. Yeah, you got it now. The dimension representation, please, that is very, very important. You lose that, you will be having 10% of the marks for the dimension representation, 10% of the marks for your VP HP representation, XY denotation also. Even the points which are going to naming also very, very important. If you miss all this also, you'll be 10%, 10%, totally 25%, roughly 25% of the marks you are going to lose, even though you are right. Even though you are right, for 10 marks you'll be getting only 7 marks. Even though everything is right, you are not mentioned VP HP and you are not represent the dimension as well, then you are going to lose the marks for 3. Simply you are going to lose the marks, even though it is completely right. The problem is right, but you are not represent the dimension as well as you are not represent the VP HP. Okay, this is all very, even though it is looks simple, but it's very, it will give so much of information. So this information talks about, why I am telling this information, what it talks about. It talks about, I am using first angle projection. I am using first angle projection. This is very, very informative by writing this VPHP on the XY line. So what is that? First angle projection I am following, because there are 2 types of systems of projection which you have studied in the previous classes. So what are those? One is first angle projection, the other one is third angle projection. So which one I'm using here is first angle projection. So without writing, I'm using the first angle projection. I can represent here. Which is very significant meaning on writing this VPHP and the XY line. So that is why I'm clearly mentioning, don't miss out writing this VPHP and XY dimensions also. Because without knowing the dimensions, how we have drawn this line. So the dimension of the line is very, very important, because this length is this much. Then only I can draw the projection. So dimension is also very important, equally important than how we are going to represent the first angle projection or system of projection. Okay, is it clear now? Yeah, is it clear now with all this location of line, different
Yes, sir.
location? Yes. Tomorrow we'll discuss of the line is inclined to both the planes, which is very, very, very important. Line is inclined to both HP and VP, all your projection of lines problems, all projection of lines problems based on this only. All projection of lines problems based on this sixth position only. Max and all 100% problems. There are 50 problems are there. All these 50 problems based on this condition only. That is, line is inclined to both the planes. These are all which I have discussed till now is a basics which you need to understand so that you can easily understand this line is inclined to both HP and VB. It is a very simple procedure. I will tell you how it can be drawn in the next class. Today we'll stop here.